All right. Okay. Take it easy, baby. Oh, so you can see my mirror? Word. Okay, let's just together, let's not care about crap that you can see in the background. I'm trying something new. Hi, hello, what's up? How are ya? My name is Sarah Rae Vargas, and I'm not a makeup person. I am a person who wears makeup. So to be honest with you guys, I just really wanted to sit down and chat. This is not gonna be a video where you're like hearing some big grand announcement. There's nothing special going on, just life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But I'm gonna do my makeup, and I thought we'd just chat, especially for those of you that don't watch my vlog channel. You probably have not heard from me like this in a very long time. Those of you that do watch my vlog channel, I have been trying to catch up on my content over there because I pretty much stopped posting for a while, and this is like a Smashbox photo finish thing. I'm just trying to run through everything that I have. So I've had this for much too long, so let me put this on. But my screen is over here, so if you see me looking over there, it's just to make sure I'm in focus. Yeah, for those of you that watch the vlog channel, you know that I am trying to basically just bring it all back. And I asked you guys on Instagram, which is really where I talk to you the most, if you wanted me to just go ahead and post old vlogs and edit that footage, or if I should just start brand new the day that I asked that, which was like second week of December probably. And you said, just go ahead and edit what I already had, and then, you know, just continue from there. So that's what I've been doing. So the last video that I posted this morning, which I'm hoping to actually get this video up today too. It's on my to-do list. Girl, if you don't have a to-do list, how do you know what to do? Because I am so productive when I write everything down. I'm gonna probably catch up to real time with my vlogs sometime in late January, and I'm hyped up. I'm excited to vlog again. I go through these phases, and I'm like in the excited to vlog phase. So we'll see how long we stay here, but I'm excited for it. Over here, I haven't been posting a whole lot, so I guess I will catch you guys up for those of you that, you know, don't follow me on Instagram and my other channel or whatever. What happened? Oh, so we went to Universal. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my eyeballs. Let me determine this first. So I use these Tarte lip palettes all the time. I'm not doing anything too special today. Like this might as well, if these were the only eyeshadows I had for the rest of my life, I'd probably be okay. I'm gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with the OG today. My whole family took like a trip and to Florida. Like 20 of us took a trip, right? And we stayed in a big house together, and we all hung out in the house, and the kids just were in the pool literally like 8 hours a day, dude. It was insane. It was really cool for them, and I like totally intend on doing it again. It's like, I don't know what other way to travel, you know what I mean? That was awesome. The parents got to really, really, really relax. Cause you know, like on a vacation, when you have kids, it's just not a vacation. Like when you have the kid, it's just not. Is this gonna be distracting if you can see what's behind me? I'm putting super mom on my eyeballs. So because you gotta be super mom, I swear, you have to, you know, be super on when you have kids and you're traveling. We wanted to make it as vacation-y as possible, but also a, you know, really fun time for the kids. So we ended up running this house, which I actually really loved. I'll link it. It's pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely, you know, a group effort in there, but it was awesome. We had such a good time, and we've never done anything like that as adults with children. Such a good time. Came home, it was like my daughter's birthday, that's why we went, and my niece's birthday. Came home, everything was cool. It was my birthday. Me and Lewis went out. I went and got my nails done, which I'm starting to think that's where it all kind of happened, because that was the only place I could think of. Got my nails done, and then just kind of chilled, and then eventually I ended up feeling bad, and I was like, this is weird. I'm so tired, my head hurts. I've never been this tired. Like, I've never been so tired. I'm pretty up and at 'em when I'm awake, you know? This is force of nature. I was so tired, and anyway, long story short, I ended up getting COVID. I was like, well, that's lame, because Thanksgiving like rapidly approached. So we obviously stayed home for Thanksgiving, yada, yada, yada. It took like, it took a bit, man. It took a while for me to get over it. And then I was fine, negative, all that. And then other people, and then there was like this wave, right? Which I'm sure you can all name somebody that has it or has had it in the last 6 weeks, probably. Whether you know them personally or, you know, from the internet or whatever. And then was this huge wave, and I'm gonna say that thankfully, of all the people in my family and the kids and everything, vaccinated and unvaccinated, like, I definitely got it the absolute worst. I had every symptom, every stage, and it was long for us. It was like long for us. And I still don't have my sense of smell back, which is, you know, both a blessing and a curse, because when the kids fart next to me, instead of me biting their heads off, I'm just like, no, you got a free pass until this thing starts working again. So do it again though. When I can smell, I'm gonna pop your head off, okay? That's pretty much what happened there. So that kind of slowed me down for a while, and I wasn't able to do my normal stuff. I wasn't able to freaking breathe properly. It really sucked. And then, you know, the holidays came around and my kids got sick again, like regular sick. And I was like, this should be fine. I was literally just sick for like a month. This is fine. It wasn't fine. I got sick again. It's been like, anyway, mind, okay? I'm still sick if you can't hear it. I'm just congested and stuff though. So is this just, like I said, this is just your regular old run-of-the-mill congestion and cold situation. That's what was kind of slowing me down in life here. I would like to say it was like, oh, it was nice to slow down and not have so much going on, but it was the holidays and you know, life didn't slow down, only I did. And it wasn't awesome. Plus I felt bad that my kids like couldn't get together. But as it turned out, as everybody kind of kicked around different sicknesses, as you know, everybody, this kid got this and this kid got this and this kid's positive and this kid's negative and this kid but still sick, yada, yada, yada. So many damn kids and everything in my family that we never actually did end up all getting together or anything during the holidays, which is fine because we have a good relationship. So, you know, we see each other anyway at regular times, but that slowed me down. So if you were missing me, I'm gonna assume you weren't, but if you were, then that's why. I made a coffee and I don't wanna front like, I don't wanna just drink it real bad, because I do. But what do you think of this? What do you guys think of this situation? Us just sitting and chatting, maybe with topics, you know? Like this is new, I've never filmed in this like way. So let's talk changes for, you know, the new year. I'm still fat. I'm not gonna like try to, I don't set like don't be fat anymore kind of goals, because it's just, I don't need the new year for this, you know what I'm saying? I didn't set any goals, I'm gonna be honest with you. But I do like the idea of kind of refocusing on this channel a bit into things that I'm really interested in. I always ask you guys like, what are you interested in? But the fact of the matter is that if you're interested in Pokemon, you're gonna find someone that's already interested in Pokemon. You're not gonna come to me and be like, Sarah, could you please make Pokemon videos? Like, that's silly, right? So instead of asking people, well, what are you interested in? I am just going to talk about what I am interested in, and if you happen to be interested in it, then everything should be, you know, a new thing I will be doing on my channel this year. We're trying it for the first time. It's already kind of in motion right now, is organizing and semi-renovating, like small renos, just like little things like finishing designs and stuff up in my parents' house. That's where we're gonna start. So I will be organizing my parents' house and finishing things for them. So like they've had projects where, you know, it gets 85% done and then it stops. I'm gonna go ahead and be the person that's there to help contract people to finish the jobs and organize their house and rearrange things so that it suits them better. And it can be good, fun content for you guys because it'll all be done on, you know, in a realistic kind of house. At least my parents' house isn't anything like crazy grand. Neither is mine for that matter. But it'll also be like on a budget. And it's just gonna be very like accessible as far as the stuff that I'm using. It's gonna be from Target and TJ Maxx and Walmart and Marshalls and Home Goods. It's gonna be like that type of stuff. So I'm super hyped about it. We've kind of already started. I've purchased some things. We're gonna begin, our first filming day is gonna be next, it's gonna be in 2 days. And then our second filming day. So we have hard deadlines. Never done this before in my entire life, okay? Never, ever. Never had anything like this going on before. But we have hard deadlines and my reveal date, okay? My Chip and Joanna Gaines day is next Saturday. So 9 days from today. So theoretically, if my brother gets it together and is able to edit quickly, then I'll have that video up for you guys like within 2 weeks. I like, ideally, right? I'm obsessed with these Laura Mercier sticks. They're the bomb, bro. Like they're so cool to add to your lids just for like hella glitter and glam. They're the bomb. They're like 30 bucks though. So maybe if I remember, I will just list the couple that I'm like really obsessed with, because I definitely didn't need I think I ended up buying like 6 overall, and I probably really could have done like 2. But I wasn't able to swatch them, which is why I ordered them, and then I didn't want to return them because I had to swatch, you know, it's a whole thing. That's something that I have going on, and like I said, I intend on going room by room in my mom's house. So we're starting in the kitchen because I feel like that's the biggest and most interesting. And then we're gonna progress into what she has, like a laundry room slash pantry area, and then a pantry closet. The whole thing needs to be reworked. And I'm not like forcing this on my parents. My mom has asked me for years, like, to help her out. Not like a true ask, one of those like, oh man, you gotta give me a hand one day. Like one of those kind of situations, not like, hey Sarah, could you please come over and help me? I really wanna work. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like an offhanded kind of thing. And so I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do it. Originally I was gonna have my parents just give me their budget and pay for it, but I was like, I am thrusting this upon you to let me use your home. So you tell me your budget, and then I will tell everyone like how much everything actually ends up costing, and I'll just cover it because it's my show essentially. So I'm excited about it. It's gonna have a whole different vibe. I'll still be doing fashion content and everything because that's really my jam. You guys have noticed that I've lost my luster for a lot of things, and I wanna get it back, girl. I'm trying to get my groove back. You know when like, what's his nuts lost his mojo? That's me right now. I feel like someone stole my mojo. Austin Powers, that's who lost his mojo. In case you weren't sure who What's His Nuts was. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm a little nervous doing this on screen with you guys. You guys are always calling me out and telling me I'm so bad at makeup and yada yada. And since I'm looking dead at the camera, I thought I would address this right now. I do not have a swollen side of my face. I did not get fillers in my cheeks. I am simply cockeyed, okay? Like my whole half of my face, one half is bigger than the other. I get these questions a lot though, and no, I have gotten Botox, but I have not gotten anything else. I have not filled any other part, because people are like, your fillers are crooked, and I'm like, no bitch, that's genetics. My genetics are crooked. Oh, I normally start with my brows. You guys got me all discombobulated over here. We're just gonna put some of this on these brows. Look at all this little sparse hairs. Oh, speaking of hairs, I started getting laser hair removal. Well, some of you know, I did waxing for 6 years, religiously pretty much. Every single month, I went and got waxed. I got a Brazilian, which is like your chocha in your butt. I got my underarms. For a while, I got my eyebrows and my lip done as well. I stopped doing the lip because it was causing a lot of irritation and it wasn't worth it having all these red bumps up here. I'd rather have the damn peach fuzz, you know what I mean? And then I stopped doing my eyebrows because like 4 years ago now? Damn, yeah, like 2018, I got that microbladed. I just pluck them here and there. I don't really, my brows became a lot less work. And I definitely saved money on that because that was 20 bucks a month. Every single month that I was paying to get my eyebrows done, you know, without the tip or whatever, but I like just don't include that. That was, you know, $240 a year, and the microblading cost 500 bucks. So all I'm saying is that ended up being a little more economical. On a day-to-day, I don't do my brows. I only do it when I have a full face. I still like them too. Like I know some people ended up regretting them, but I still liked mine. I thought they came out nice. But anyway, I was getting kind of tired of having to go every single week, especially during the panini. Like it was annoying that I had this service that had to be done regularly that obviously I couldn't do it for a while. And it wasn't a huge deal, but it was just kind of annoying that you go, you get it done, you pay all this money, and then the hair just grows right back. Not only that, but you have to wait for the hair to grow back. So then I tried the Kenzie system, which is like an IPL that you do at home, which is like, it's almost like almost like a lightweight laser kind of thing. So it works, but you have to do it weekly. So regularly you have to do it weekly, and you the results take longer than laser, which I didn't really know that. I was fine with the Kenzie results because I didn't do my legs. I never waxed. I have in the past, but I didn't regularly wax my legs or anything. So for me, the Kenzie was doing my legs. And I was noticing like that it was growing in softer and lighter and all that. I was like, that's cool. So then one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get my crotch waxed. And then the woman there, she was like, well, you know, we have a special. If you buy 2, then you get 1 thing free. And I was like, oh, do my crotch, right? Let's do Brazilian. Let's do legs. And she said, you can have underarms for free. I said, let's do it. I have gone twice. After the first time, I was freaked out because like 2 weeks into it, oh my gosh, like 2 weeks into it, all my hair started to fall out. Like the hair, they zap it, and so the hair that's in your legs already or in your whatever, it just kind of falls because it's no longer attached. And I was like, that is crazy. Like I could just go like this and pull the hair out without it hurting or anything, which I was like, what? This is crazy, y'all crazy. So I did it the first time on my brother's birthday, which was August 30th. And then I did it again, like right before I like really got sick. So that was like late November. My hair is like, it's like 10% of what it was before. And it is mind-blowing because I've only gone twice. So holy crap. And I know a lot of people, I talk about it online, and someone had mentioned like, wow, you're really obsessed with hair removal. And I was like, no, it's not that. I care, sure, because it's like a daily thing or a semi-daily thing that I'm dealing with in my life, you know? But mostly I mention it because I'm fat and I have a belly roll and I'm, you know, jigglypuff and I have a crotch, you know what I'm saying? And I was always uncomfortable to do that kind of stuff, and it would have been nice to hear from someone who maybe has a similar body to me, or who's just not traditionally sort of, you know, conventionally their body is not attractive. I don't even want to say that, but you know what I mean? I'm not skinny. So I'm roly-poly, and it would have been nice to hear from someone like that saying, hey, I get this service done, and you know, I'm not treated like, oh my gosh, I've never used this one before. This is really not probably my color. It all comes together in the end. I'm not even tripping. Don't worry about it. Don't click off yet. So that's why I mention it. And so I'll just say that pain-wise, if you're used to waxing, I could do a whole video on this stuff, I swear. But if pain-wise, if you're used to waxing, laser is not gonna hurt you, girl. I cover myself in like a leave, like a spray or a rub that just kind of numbs you a little bit. I noticed a slight difference the one time I used it and then the one time I didn't use it. So slight difference. For all I know, it was just because it was stronger that time around. The laser was stronger and more targeted that time. Anyway, if you're even on the fence considering it, like, holy crap, what a change. I am barely shaving anything. I don't have any stubble. I don't have anything in it, and I just hardly even have to think about it. It's like such a beautiful change, and I can't wait for like the summer months, because I'm gonna keep going back once the hair kind of, you know, grows in or whatever, because I paid for all the sessions already anyway, and I'm hyped up about it. And if you're in the area, I will link the place that I go to, because it's like a little small business. I didn't go to like Laser Away or one of the chains, just because one, they're in the big cities, and two, I just wanted someone locally. If you care to see a laser, wax, epilady, like a video about hair removal from me, you let me know, because I will do one if you have any specific questions or whatever, especially if it pertains to like being this size and doing these things and perhaps the positions they put you in for that. I saw someone put this Hollywood Flawless Filter stuff by Charlotte Tilbury like all underneath their foundation the other day, and I was like, well, look at you, glittery gal. I gotta say, once that I didn't like how her makeup looked ultimately. I thought she had had better days with it, but it did make me want to throw some on. I don't really wear it. I don't even know how to wear it. Don't even tell me, because I'm gonna feel stupid when you tell me, so just save us both the trouble there. Continuing on, I'm trying to figure out where I kind of want to focus my efforts this year as far as content stuff, because it does seem like for sure a lot of people are on TikTok, and I don't know about you, but I like have to delete the app on like a regular basis, because I know I can't control myself. Once I start scrolling, you know, I sit down and I'm bored for 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes to kill. I start scrolling and suddenly it's been 3 hours. You know what I mean? And I know it's like a joke, like it's a running joke, both in person and online, but that's not funny. Like, I don't want that, because I close the app 3 hours later and I have gained nothing. I've retained really nothing, except that when I come back on the app, I will be more familiar with things that I'm going to continue seeing. I'm more familiar with that song now, with that drop now, with that style of this or that or whatever. And I was like, whoa, like what kind of crack did they put into this? And the crack was that they only have to keep your attention for a tiny amount of time. And that the videos you see are so damn targeted, because it's crazy to me. This is the first time ever. Oh, I overdid it. This is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation, and I overdid it. And I think I grabbed the wrong one. I have 3 here, 3 different colors. I think I grabbed the wrong color. I haven't done my makeup in a while. This is the first app where I can sit at a table and I can tell my 41-year-old brother, my 41-year-old half white, half Mexican brother, my 35-year-old same, right, half white, half Mexican brother. He loves finance, he loves woodworking and etc. You know, this one, he loves conspiracy theories. And then I can tell my best friend, who's 33, black Mexican, who loves whatever the hell, right? And then me, and then the 15-year-old that's sitting at the table. The 5 of us can all talk about loving one app so much, right? And it's so entertaining, and oh my gosh, and it's crazy because our feeds are so different, right? And they're so targeted. And I think this is the first app to ever really knock it out of the park with that, but like almost dangerously so. Like maybe a little too targeted. You know what I mean? I think sometimes we forget that when we go online, what I see is not what you see, and what he sees is not what they see, and etc. Like we're all seeing such different information that you tend to, I think I've talked about this in the past, but you tend to think like, how could you possibly feel that way? All I see is this, and this. Like, how could you possibly not care and not feel how I feel? And it's like, well, they're seeing maybe the exact opposite of what you're seeing. Maybe they're seeing the other half. It's just interesting. So like on the one hand, yes, your content is sort of curated for you, but on the other hand, the content is shifting your view. So it's like you didn't start with that mentality, but you ended with it because of what we gave to you and the way we delivered it. And I think that's a little frightening, okay? I don't know, I have to delete the app sometimes just because I don't want to kill time. I'm not saying it's a bad app overall, and it's very entertaining, and I think it's really cool that it gave people the opportunity to say something and show something, and you didn't need to have this huge following to do it. I think the accessibility of TikTok is outrageous. It is out of this world. It's crazy. And as someone who's been doing, you know, content creation for 8, 9 years, something like that, like I'm all for allowing more people to join the party without having to have been here forever, right? And I think it's really cool, but I'm kind of, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Like, how do you feel about it? I think that it's a really cool platform. I think that the information you can get is really amazing. I also think that there's a lot of negativity, obviously, on TikTok. Not necessarily on my stuff, but there are other creators that I see, and I'll end up seeing their stuff on a regular basis. Or maybe I follow them or whatever, just certain people, and I'll see that they have like overwhelming negativity. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like, I don't know if people are targeting certain people or if those people have done things that have caused people to like feel, you know, some type of way about them, and I just was never privy to that stuff. But it's crazy because I'm like, oh my gosh, just some of them I'm like, how do you keep logging on? How do you keep logging on and posting content through this? I know people are always like, just ignore it, ignore the haters, dog. It is not, it's not always that easy. Sometimes it's like, you know what, if I have a choice, sure, I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it by not looking at it, not like responding to it and continuing. What's going on here? I like rediscovered this the other day. And by the other day, I mean like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Hi, Cookie Lookie. Do not jump up here, Coco. I swear on everything, girl. You better stay down there. And it's just the bomb. Sarah, why are you putting so much concealer on? Because my kids clown me and tell me I look tired, and they're not trying to be mean. They're just being kids. Kids are mean. Referencing my vlog that I just posted yesterday. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out like, where do I want to put my time? And the only reason that I'm talking about TikTok is because TikTok is new, it's fresh, it's where people are. Less and less people are watching YouTube, and they're watching, you know, TikTok. And the thing is that now people are getting, I think, more conditioned to having that instant sort of information and all that without all the other stuff, without getting to know someone. Like there's someone that I've seen, you know, son of a diddly, a million times on TikTok, but I know nothing about them. I literally don't even know their name because of how quick the content is, and because it's this short little burst, I'm not getting to know this person, and that's okay. Sometimes you want to get to know them, right? Like I'm sure some of you can sit here and when I reference something from 4 years ago, you know what the hell I'm talking about, because it's like we've been in this relationship, this friendship for years. And so this feels like, hey, I'm just chilling with somebody that I go way back with, right? Like, you don't get that on TikTok. And that's okay, because it's just a different platform. So I'm like, well, I have to realize that I can't talk to people like they know me. Whereas on here, I can talk to you guys like, you know, we have a history together. And I think that's where I mess up sometimes on TikTok, because I want to talk to you guys like we're buddies, and we're not. We're just passing by. And we may never see each other again. Where are you guys getting your content? Oh, and you know what I discovered is every time you delete TikTok, it deletes all your drafts. Okay, I did not know that the first time. And I was like, no, because obviously I had super old stuff in there that I was gonna, you know, continue later on. But anyway, it turns out that it didn't delete off my old phone. So technically I still have them. Shout out having 2 phones, Kevin Gates. 8. Are you guys trusting the process, or is this looking bad? I don't know. I would really love to know like where you guys are at as far as, you know, how you're consuming content or what you're into these days. So my kids are getting older. You guys can't help but mention it. Most of you are doing it in a cool way. Some of you just, every now and again, I still have to, I think, like remind people that these are children that you're talking about. And when you make certain little comments, it's really giving like pedophilia. It's gross. So you gotta watch how you talk about other people's kids, not just mine, but just in general, these messages you're putting into the world, like, look at that little woman. What makes her a woman? What part of this 11-year-old, 10-year-old, what makes her look like a woman? Elaborate. Oh, that boy, he's gonna be such a heartbreaker. He's gonna have all the girls. Why is he gonna have all the girls? Why is he gonna have all the girls? Because he's attractive? Is he sexually attractive? I don't get it. I don't understand. So I would say just, you know, always be kind of mindful of the way you talk about people's kids, because it's weird. It gives very weird vibes. But I mean, you know, I get it. Most people come from a good place, but some people don't. But I'll say that you should just watch out how you talk about people's kids, because it, you know, it just comes off weird. Just think about it like with your own kid. You know what I mean? I'd be like, what you talking about? What you talking about? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that about my little, why are you saying that about my child? But anyway, they are growing up, okay? So that we cannot deny. Definitely growing up. They are 10 and 11 now. Nala has really come into her own when it comes to her fashion and the way she dresses and her style. And I really love it, you guys. Like, I love it because I couldn't really like express myself like that when I was younger, because for one, I was super insecure, and for two, I didn't have a parent who had like the money necessarily to buy me, you know, the cute new outfit or whatever. So like, while I thought that what my friends had on and what they wore was just so cute, I knew there was no chance I was gonna be going to the store and picking up these items. Like, it just wasn't feasible. And I don't blame my mom for it, but I do think that I have I don't know, I think that it makes me want to really support my kids feeling good about themselves and their clothing. And clothes are so superficial, right? Like, oh, it's just clothes, just a shirt, it's just pants. But as I have learned through this channel and just through years of talking to you guys, that like clothing can really make such a huge impact in how you feel. And when you feel good, you expect people to treat you a certain way, and you go through life a certain way, and it's just, it matters, right? So I'm very encouraging of it with my kids. I want them to like have their own personal style, and within reason, I will, you know, supply them some things to maintain that style. Like Nala asked for Doc Martens for Christmas, and I was not gonna get them. It was in fact the last gift that I got her, because I was like, those are very expensive shoes, and she loves them. She gets so many compliments. I ended up getting them, obviously. I got her the St. Clair Lazy Oaf, and they're so cute, you guys. They have like a bow on them. They're very cool shoes. I got them in my size, okay? So when she outgrows them on Tuesday, I will go ahead and be, you know, probably take them. She loves them, and so I don't regret getting them, but I, for the most part, I try to like shop at, you know, Target and like American Eagle. She really enjoys American Eagle's clothes, and I'm just trying to teach her how to wear it to be appropriate, you know what I mean? And it's a little muddy there. But you know what? Once I put eyelashes on, no one's even gonna see it. But yeah, I'm enjoying them kind of growing up and having their own personal style. I think it's so cool. And one thing that I was gonna ask you guys, those of you that have older kids, like I said, mine are 10 and 11. They're not really in after-school sports. They do periodically have after-school stuff. And they periodically maybe will go somewhere without me, but with, you know, another adult, like my sibling or Lewis or something. Well, if they're with Lewis or my siblings, it doesn't matter. So anyway, they're not really gone without me much, meaning if I ever needed to communicate with them, it wouldn't be a problem. And even when they go to the park now, like, well, not now because it's like 2 degrees. When they were going to the park, which is just around the corner, basically, I would send them with a cell phone. Not necessarily to call me, but so that I could track them. And they have asked for phones in the past, and I just said no, just blatantly no. And I've discussed it with their dad to like, they're not getting a phone. Let me put it that way. They're not gonna get a phone. They don't need it. When they were going to their dad's house, they've decided recently they don't really want to go. That's another thing. Just kind of how parenting agreements and stuff change as your kids get older. Like, whatever your guys' experience has been with that. Because like I said, the kids, they're growing up, and they just recently decided they don't want to go to his house anymore. They still want to see him and everything, but they don't want to go to his house anymore. And I had to have a discussion with him about that, because I was like, well, like, I don't want to make them go, and there's no reason from my perspective that they have to go. You know what I mean? Like, I'm home, they can stay home. But it's been a change, you know? Like, me and Lewis used to have standing date nights every other week, and we don't have that anymore. And it's okay, it's not a big deal, but it's like little changes. Every other Saturday I used to film TikTok and like Instagram content, because I would have just endless hours. by myself at home. And I don't have that anymore, you know? My kids are big enough where I can leave and do stuff if I need to, but then, you know, they're constantly walking in. Right now they're at school, so they're not. As far as the cell phone stuff goes, I had a discussion with their dad about it way back when they first asked for it, and I was like, I just don't believe that our kids need them. And they have iPads, so I gifted them both iPads in the last couple of years. Like, they have little iPad Pros, and they each have their own little iCloud account, and they can, you know, call or text people. So all their friends, well, they have like a couple friends, but all their family is in there, and they know exactly what the list is of like, okay, there's an emergency, who do I call, right? If I'm not there, if it's not with me, obviously I'm the first one that gets called, right? And then it's like, you know, Lewis and Grandma and Ashley and you know, and their dad and Uncle Jason and Uncle Jeffrey and Aunt Deidre and Aunt Trinity and da da da, you know what I mean? Like, there's a list, and they're very aware of that, and that's why they got it originally, because I wanted to be able to communicate with them freely when they were at their dad's house. And now, you know, with apps like TikTok, I know a lot of teens, I know a lot of, it's worrisome, dude. Like, how are you supposed to navigate all that? I can give them a phone, obviously, without allowing them to get on social media apps, which I won't. When Nala first asked me to get a TikTok account, there was no one could follow her. It was just her making videos. And then once I got on TikTok, so that lasted like 2 weeks. Once I got on TikTok, I was like, oh, hell to the no, 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 no. Goodbye, you're out this bug. Goodbye, I did not know that's what this app was. And so that was me messing up. That was like 2 years ago. I don't know, man, how do you navigate it? When do you give your kid a phone? Like, I don't know. They don't need them right now. The next step for us would probably be like an Apple Watch, because then they could kind of still message me from wherever, because their iPads don't have, they don't have cellular. But I have a third phone. I have my old phone, which has no data, and I just use that to film like TikToks and stuff when I'm filming, or shoot photos when I'm filming, just so I don't kill my battery. But I have a phone with a line that I specifically gave to my kids that only like 3 people have the number to. Me and my mom, and actually that's probably it. Probably just me and my mom. I don't know. It's weird. It's hard navigating through, you know, childhood crap when we didn't have these. This wasn't a thing when we were kids. So let me know your experience and whether or not you regret giving your kids, you know, access to these things, or when you did it, or maybe it's just like a case by case, like, can this kid handle it? I want to trust my kids and I want to give them some privacy, but not to the point where, you know, it's gonna be something that'll hurt them. Obviously I'm putting on trios. In case you didn't notice, I have longs, which I hate and I bought on accident, and then I have short mediums, which are awesome. I love trios because you don't feel them. Like, you literally don't feel them. At the wedding, at Ashley's wedding, one of the bridesmaids had her makeup done, and the lashes were like killing her. They were irritating her so much. And I was like, if you trust me, you know, I put my hand out like Aladdin, and I was like, do you trust me? And she was like, what? I said, do you trust me? And she was like, yeah. And so I ended up doing her eyelashes. Shout out Megan, what's up, girl? And I ended up doing her eyelashes. I was like, I have these trios, and I promise you I'm just like you. Lashes irritate the crap out of me. They're horrible, I hate them. Let me do your lashes. And sure enough, we're like there in our full-on gowns and everything, ready for this wedding. And like, we're racing out the door, and I'm like, hold on, pop, let me put that one on. Pop, pop. And I ended up putting these trios on her, and she was like, oh my gosh, like, I literally don't even feel them. I'm like, exactly. If you have sensitive eyes, get on this trio gang right here. Trio, team trio. Speaking of though, lashes, I ordered from Lashify, and for some reason they're not delivering it. They were supposed to get here days ago. They're not delivering it. They're just hoarding my lashes, and that's rude, because Lashify is more expensive than I thought it was. So I'm really hoping it works. But I tried the Falsies by Kiss one time, and I thought those were like dope. I really liked the idea of it. And Lashify is apparently very similar. So, oh no, I ripped that one in half. Whoopsie poopsie. Guys, I forgot to put powder on. I have like a new makeup setup. You know when you move your makeup around, like you forget to use stuff because it's in a different place than it normally is, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do a little powder. A little powder chowder. Speaking of chowder, I tried this new life hack with my kids. It's not new, I did it before, but I just busted out some cookbooks and I let the kids go through and pick out what they want me to make for them. It's been going great, okay? Dinner has been so exciting. I never thought I would hear Nala, who won't let anything touch on her plate say to me, are you making the spinach and artichoke bake today? The who? And the what? And there's a bunch of onions in there? And you said, am I making it for you? Yes, it's in the oven. Like, I never thought I would hear her say this. And not only did this girl tear it up last night, okay? She picked it out of the Quick Fix book by Tia Mowry. I always messed up. Sorry Tia, if you're watching. And anyway, I made it for her last night and she freaking loved it, okay? Jaden tolerated it, but it was like his dinner day the day before, so that's kind of the thing. You have to, you know, be cool and tolerate the other person's stuff. And I take into account the fact that Jaden doesn't like shrimp and Nala doesn't like steak, I think. I don't know, they're weirdos. But Nala even took it for lunch today and I was like, dog, not white rice over here, not white rice, not plain pasta, taking it for lunch. No freaking way. So that's just a little life hack I'm getting into. I used to do it back in the day, like a couple years ago. I would like get a cookbook, I'd hand it to the kids and I'd be like, all right, put your Post-its on there. And the kids used to dread it. Nala hated it. She absolutely hated it. And now she's like, heck yeah, let me get that cookbook. I'm about to pop Post-it, pop Post-it, pop Post-it. Do let them, you know, throw a Post-it on like a dessert or a breakfast or whatever. Like, you know, keep it funky, but it's really working out, you guys. Like, I'm just so happy to get us back to eating regular meals because I cannot tell you how many times I cooked butter noodles with sausage and broccoli. It's enough. It's enough already. I promise you it's enough. I have black glue and normally this works out perfectly. I think I'm just distracted because I'm talking to you guys. I was saying on my vlog channel, it's not up yet, okay? Because like I said, my vlogs are so far behind, that I thought it'd be cool on this channel to just do like little cooking segments where I try out like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipe or a breakfast, dinner, dessert recipe or whatever from one specific cookbook. And then I just kind of rate the cookbook based on like those things. Like me and the kids rate them, you know? Would you be into that? Again, like you know, sure, I want you to care about my content, but like somebody would be into that. I feel like cookbook reviews, I would freaking love that. I love cookbooks, you have no idea. My mom loves them too, so it's good to have someone near and dear to you that loves them. Speaking of my mom, she's gotta be my new BFF basically because my best friend left me. No, she didn't leave me. She left, but she didn't leave me. How the hell do I normally put this inner one on? Because I'm struggling. But yeah, Ashley moved. I am sad about it. I managed to not cry during our farewell because we made it very quick and it was just like a whole, you know, quick thing and everybody was there and stuff. But Ashley, girl, I was freaking bawling my eyes out earlier in the day just thinking about it and I was so sad. And if I really sit and think about it, it does make me really sad. Like I can already feel it like in my throat a little bit. But yeah, she left. It's my best friend. It's my best friend. She a real bad. And you know, it's sad. It sucks because she's been around. You know, we've been BFFs since 6th grade. That's a long time, dog. I'm getting up to retirement age. Okay, that's a long time. But she's gone, and I can't wait to see her though. I can't wait to like visit her, and you know, obviously we're still gonna talk and everything. But it's just different. Like I don't have that buddy that I can be like, hey, you wanna go do this? And when she talks about like, oh, I went to, you know, Target and I saw this at Target, or I saw this at Costco or Sam's Club, I don't see that. She's down there and she was like, yeah, they had this patio set. And I was like, she said, but up there they probably got like shovels. And I was like, first of all, cute, but yes, you're right. They're not gonna have patio sets out for us like they do for you. And so it's just like those little things. It just sucks. That's it. I'm happy for them and I really hope they enjoy it, and their new house is so pretty. But you know, their new house over here was also very pretty. As you can tell, I still have a little, you know, it's still in there a little bit. I'm still trying to work through it all my animosity. You know, it's part of just getting older. Like that's life. People move, things happen, whatever, but it's been a change. It's been a change for sure. And I think I'm just trying to fill my time with other stuff. Like the time maybe I would have spent with Ashley, I'm trying to fill it with other stuff and maybe focus more on, I don't know, like my relationship or, you know, just being a mom, whatever. Did I just put that on my nose? Show did. Oh my gosh, guys, you know what I didn't talk about? And maybe I shouldn't talk about it yet. Maybe I'll talk about it. No, I'll talk about it because obviously I just brought it up. I'm basically done with my makeup now. I'm gonna do a little bit of my under eye here and then I'm gonna do my hair and I'll come back to you guys. But I have a consultation scheduled next week for a tummy tuck. Hey, you might be saying, Sarah, you're still a fat bitch. What are you gonna get a tummy tuck for? There's a lot to unpack with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I should save it for another video. I am gonna save it for another video because there's a lot to it. I guess if you're interested, you let me know. I'm gonna assume you guys are interested, if anything, just out of curiosity. Maybe I'll wait until after the consult and then I'll talk to you guys. So maybe, hey, do you have any questions? I can always ask him. He's known for this particular type of tummy tuck, that fat beach tummy tuck. That's not what they call it, it's called plus size. But yeah, I have a lot to say about it, and I just wanna be like, I mean, it's not something I was ever gonna hide or anything. I don't know that I'll take you through the whole journey, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just easier to do on your own. Like when you have recovery and stuff involved, like when I got COVID, I literally vlogged for 4 minutes in those like 3.5 weeks, okay? Because girl, it was hard. I'm gonna do my hair real quick though, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I curled my hair. I really hate it. So I'm still working on curling this length and this hair, and today's just not my day. For my lips, I ended up putting on that Whirl lip liner by MAC and then Snob by MAC, old school. Kicking it old school over here. I'm sure this expired 8 years ago. And then I threw in one of these NARS little lip things. Dude, these are the bomb. But these are the NARS, I don't know, Afterglow lip balms. I freaking love these things, bro. I have the bigger one in my purse, and it's literally just a lip balm. It just makes your lips shiny and it hydrates them, and I'm obsessed. These are the little minis, but I don't know how I got the first one, but I got it. So anyway, I'm not gonna dive into that last little issue in this video because this video is obviously very long, and why am I pretending like this is what my hair is gonna look like today? It's not, because as soon as I turn the camera off, it's gonna look like this, because this is who I am. I'm a slick back kind of girl. That's it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. It was nice to just sit and chat. It's been a while. I really enjoyed this. So hopefully I get this up today. Today's Thursday. If I get it up today, can I just get a one thumbs up? Just one of you needs to give me a thumbs up just for getting it up in the same day that I filmed it. So I'm actually gonna go edit this right now, have a little bee fast, and I'll check you guys in my next video. Hopefully it'll be soon. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Hope you have an amazing day, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Mwah. Oh, it transferred.